We're at the Plaza today, and we're gonna find out if I can measure my gambling addiction. So we did an episode of Table Talk with Dr. Timothy Fong, who heads the addiction and gambling department at UCLA, and he introduced us to Dr. Connor Murray.
Hi, my name is Dr. Connor Murray. I'm a neuroscientist at UCLA.
He's a professor and a doctor and all kinds of other smart stuff. He's gonna teach us all about our brains today.
I study the brain, I study the mind, and I'm really interested in gambling. My background is actually in addiction. So if we understand addiction and gambling, I think it'll really inform addiction in general. So I'm happy to be in Las Vegas today with you guys.
Like, I'm always wondering which is the part of me that wants to do something and which is the part of me that can't, like losing weight or not gambling as much. Maybe they can measure our brains and give me an answer. Pompsie's here, my mom's here, we've got my friend Dylan who doesn't gamble as a baseline. Then we're gonna do a Table Talk episode and talk about it. Let's go see what happens.
Hey guys, I'm Pompsie, this is Greta.
My name is Mama Viela.
I'm Dylan, Dan's business partner, building slot machine games.
We have a slot channel called Pompsie Slots and we play all the time.
I started gambling about a year ago and not very frequently.
40 years.
So you're a pro.
Yeah.
But today we're playing while getting data transmitted from our brain activity. So it's gonna be a little different.
My hypothesis is that I'm not going to be very reactive with my brain.
Let's see what happens. Now, I'm excited to see the result.
Yeah, can't wait to see what's going on up here while we gamble.
So I'm here today with this EEG headband. EEG is electroencephalography, very similar to EKG for the heart. It just measures electrophysiological activity of your body. Basically what we're looking at are brain waves. So we'll be able to assess a few different biomarkers of mental health, brain health in these folks today, and that's what I'm excited to look at. One question I have is, do what we see from brains that go through a substance-related addiction, do we also see that in problem gamblers? Go ahead and slip this on and we'll see what we get.
Am I ready for tennis?
Looking like a Muse model here. All right, so welcome to the laboratory. This is sort of a living laboratory where you're actually out on the gambling floor. We don't have to try to say, let's try to emulate or simulate a gambling environment in a laboratory. So I think that'll be exciting. So this is like any other headband, except it has a device that can capture your brain activity. This is a comfortable headband they sold commercially for sleep tracking, so it's gonna feel pretty comfortable on your head. Right now, really, as it's sitting on your head, it's getting tighter and tighter because it's kind of connecting to your scalp a little bit more. Some of the oils and things like that are actually helping to conduct the electricity here.
Probably shouldn't have had a massive amount of coffee before this.
So this is just giving us a sense of when you're gambling later, does gambling change your markers of brain health? So right now we're gonna do a little baseline scan. So what this will be is basically just be sitting there with your eyes closed in what we call a resting state. It's kind of like a little meditation, but you don't have to try to meditate or anything like that. It's just capturing a little snapshot of your brain. Just basically.
It doesn't record what I'm thinking.
It doesn't record what you're thinking.
I should be thinking something good.
we haven't gotten, the technology's not there yet. Any movement you make, is electrical activity that's gonna come off your body and get captured in this headband. So we're ready to just start looking at eye blinks and jaw clenches. Just go ahead and blink for me a few times. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. Do some tight jaw clenches for me, kind of back and forth. Jaw clench, beautiful. All right, we're ready to jump right into it, okay? So I'll sit down, and when I do, just close your eyes, and we'll just try to be quiet in here, and we'll just capture that
3
snapshot,
minutes?
okay? Yeah, can you do it?
Wow. Honestly, I don't think I've done that in my life. I don't even go to sleep like that. I'm always watching something.
The technology is kind of biased towards men. They also, my mom, she has a smaller head, and no matter what I could do, it wouldn't pick up her data because it's not really a one size fits all. Also, having longer hair affects the connection. So having a larger head without any hair, your head's perfect for EEG. no offense. All right, here we go. All right, all set.
It's refreshing.
It is. It's like you kind of freshly wake up as soon as you open your eyes. I like it. Yeah. And after a few final checks from Dr. Murray, the crew and I gather on the casino floor, hungry for science. Will this experiment be a jackpot or a bust? Let's find out.
We're hunting for gambling brains right now.
And what game are we playing today?
Butterfly Rise.
And what was the decision for choosing this game?
I'm really into like Lord of the Rings and elves and stuff.
She looks very gorgeous, I would say.
I sort of like the mystery of it. I really like just collecting lots of symbols in like 6 to 15 gives me all these free spins. So I was hoping that 3, 6. There it is, 8 free spins. So I haven't got a natural bonus yet. This is my first one.
So Dylan, what's your experience with gambling?
I'm much more attracted to like friends playing a game together. I mean, I get excited seeing them all collect, but I'm just I'm a very social person.
You're
There they
a
go.
social butterfly.
I know, there they go. The butterfly is, butterfly rising.
Yeah.
Now I get it. It's like the reel is rising, the expanded reel. I get it now.
I was a little concerned about some possible Bluetooth interference, so I was looking around to see what might have been causing it, but I don't think it actually caused a problem in the data capture, because when the signal came back online, you could see that the old data was still in there. It's hard to explain, but I think it's great that he said he was kind of bored by it. He's our control condition, so maybe the brain will look less stimulated. Maybe it'll look very similar to his baseline. All right, we'll find the next one.
How did you decide to play this game?
I played like at least 5 different games and I got a lot of bonuses, but all of them were pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
How long have you been gambling for?
I would say 3.5, 4 years now. Yeah, we were never gamblers before starting the slot channel. So we had a Vegas channel where we were making hotel vlogs. Our audience was already like Vegas lovers who, you know, mostly like gambling. So we figured we should try to make a slot video and see how it does. It did amazing. And so we just started doing that separately.
Would seeing the results have an impact in your gambling moving forward?
Maybe. I mean, I'm interested to see what the results are. It was interesting because this time I actually just got to play a slot machine, which we never do without filming. I wonder if my reaction and the testing would be different if we were actually filming. Because for us, playing slot machines is kind of like working because we're making videos all the time, you know? But this time I was strictly just gambling. So I don't know. I guess I'm curious about the results. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was really happy with that last data capture because when we first started recording from her, she was moving around, and so I actually kind of cut that from the signal and started recording again when she sat down at the new machine, and she was very still while she was gambling on that machine. And eventually she got up because she was bored of it, but nonetheless we had a really clean moment of her gambling.
What do we got here?
I won $2,000. I got every single lumberjack pig. Every single one, a full screen, paid $2,000 on $10.
Wow.
Not too shabby. I don't know how the brain waves are acting, but we're feeling pretty good. There's my mom right there. Are you out of money? You are?
Mama.
Mom needs money. Hold on.
Money.
You lost 5 already? Well, you're betting too much, Mom. I don't believe that. Here's 5 more. All right. Let me make sure this is
what
still
is
on.
your personal recommendation for people to budget gambling?
So like I always tell people, when you walk in here, you should walk in with an amount of money that you're fine if it disappears, because it's going to most of the time. It's literally just gonna like disappear into the void. So make sure it's an amount of money you don't mind losing.
What are you looking to get out of this experiment?
I'm curious like what our brains do and how much different activity there is in our heads when we're gambling. Like, is it really spiking us like crazy to where our baselines when we leave here are lower? Or like, what's it like? What is happening in our heads? And I'm hoping the doctor tells us like all kinds of great information. And do I call him the doctor, the professor? Doctor. Yeah, I like
Dr. Professor.
Dr. Professor. I like that. Dr. Professor Murray.
That was great. I think we got a really solid like 5 minutes of data there. Another good control condition would be if we had them just kind of moving around like this in the hotel room, because that would allow us to determine whether any of the changes we would see from baseline to gambling are just a reflection of moving around as opposed to gambling itself. That's going to be a limitation of this little project. Initially, it was just baseline versus gambling, and then kind of post-gambling to see if there were sort of these enduring gambling changes, but introducing more of a movement control might be a better scientific design. So we're hunting for 2 different participants now. Whichever one we come to first is which one we'll record from.
And what are we playing?
Huff and Puff Money Mansion. I've been more lucky on this slot than any other slot I've ever played in my life, probably, so I figured maybe just give it a try for this video, you know.
How long have you been gambling?
Consistently for about 3 years or something like that. I only really gamble when I'm making a video. Whereas I know Dan and other people like gambling for fun in their own free time. That's not me. You ready?
What is it?
Come on. This is going fast. Okay, that's what I got the first time. Here we go. Oh, this is $500. That's a lot better than I was expecting. Oh, that's good stuff. Tell me, it's my lucky machine. I don't know what it is.
That's awesome.
I gotta keep playing for like
We are
40 minutes though.
in the positive.
This captures everything. This is like what we call the raw data. So only when we run it through the algorithms later will we actually derive the biomarkers we're interested in. So this is everything that is being picked up by the headband. Again, it includes heartbeat activity, it includes every time they blink their eyes, move a muscle. We have to basically decode this when we apply the algorithms later. Basically, it reminds me of when people read like the Matrix code in the movie The Matrix, you know. The closest thing you could really determine from this is how rested someone is. If they go into an eyes closed resting state and you have really clean signal, you could see alpha waves up here, which could indicate that they're in a really good resting state. That's pretty much the extent of what you can determine from this, other than basically anytime they accidentally have too much of a muscle activity. It can tell you how noisy the data is. He's giving us really clean data in his AF7 and AF8. These are anterior frontal 7 and anterior frontal 8 sensors on either side of the forehead. All right, we just have one more participant to go through. Yes, we're looking for it right now. Let's go find her. She said she's not doing very well, so maybe we'll catch some good luck. Maybe it'll be a string of good luck. I'm gonna start capturing some data.
How are you?
Okay.
How has your gambling experience been today?
So far, not good.
No?
No.
Did
I'm
we
down.
already go through the 500?
No, not the second one. First one.
Did you feel that you have a certain gravitation towards certain games? Like you liked the Buffalo one.
Basically, all the Buffalo games, I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I like to play them.
So this is the family spot.
Yeah.
And the excitement with gambling for you, do you think it's more like winning the big number, winning a lot of money, or is it just a fun activity for you to kill some time?
Fun activity, but if I win, meanwhile, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I did $1.25 bet. I went 14,000. A couple months ago, I was playing King Kong, this new game, 8,600 with 75 cents bet. It happens. You don't have to bet big to win.
We're collecting headbands just to let everybody know.
All right, done?
Yep.
Nice. Dun, dun, dun.
We've basically now finished this part of the study. So we've captured everyone's data at baseline and while they're gambling. So the last step, if we wanted to, maybe get a third data point, which is a control condition. If we just want to look at baseline and a gambling state for fun, you know, we can't draw too many conclusions, especially without having this third condition of a control movement condition. We're trying to make it so that they're as still as possible while gambling, but of course they have to actually interact with the gambling, machines. Having a longer period of recording while they're gambling will help to average out some of those movement signals. So a lot of limitations in this very kind of basic, small scale project. Let's go find the rest of them here.
So I was thinking you were going to look over the data for a little bit just to see.
Everyone's welcome to come up to the room. Half hour, 45 minutes tops.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Awesome,
really
brother.
appreciate it. Yeah.
It's fun.
My dream project is to be able to capture all the data points from people across the world who have had very intense, deep, and very meaningful experiences to them, and essentially analyze all of that and start to discover what it is that people can become aware of. And to me, this is a really big part of human evolution, and that's what really keeps me getting up every day and studying the mind and brain.
We've got all our data. We've collected all our brain activity, and now we're gonna go do an episode of my podcast, Table Talk, where we're gonna talk to Dr. Connor Murray while playing cards and find out what he found out. All right, so what did you find out?